Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, and we're just getting set here. Hold on. Jeffrey Guterman, Pittsburgh. I couldn't wait, so I'm skipping ahead on this date to St. Louis at Pittsburgh for the final game of a 3-game series. The coffee is ready. I still have to set up the fielding ratings. I hope you understand. And Kathy Harden has arrived. Yes, she has. No doubt about it. And Kathy, I'm just, I got up about a half an hour ago. I'm skipping ahead here. I am going to throw in these ratings in a minute after I use the lavatory. And I have my first coffee, and I'm looking forward to this ball game. The Cards can come within 1/2 game. Wow. 1/2 game. Of the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's going to be Carlton and Veal. I'll be back in a couple minutes. And Mike Terranova has arrived. It's a big one, Mike. This is a big one. I enjoyed your pizza. Live pizza yesterday. It was very good to have. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. And Road Scholar has arrived. going to set these up. I'm going to do this. In a leisurely way, if you don't mind. It's early, folks. And it's Happy Friday, and I just want to let you all know we are on September 11 in our 1969 replay, and I skipped ahead. This was the second to last game on the list, and I decided to just skip ahead because I want to enjoy this game, and I want to enjoy it now. Nothing like the first sip in the morning. Pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals is the southpaw, Steve Carlton. He's 115. I'm going to set up the fielding ratings first, and then we'll go ahead with the lineups and the game. But to let you know now, pitching for the Pittsburgh Pirates is Bob Veal, also a left-hander. And that's why you will not see, we have two left-handers, you will not see Hebner starting today. He's a left-handed hitter, and they platoon him. And if you just give me a couple minutes here. To enjoy my first cup of coffee, I sure would appreciate that. And then I'll go through the lineups, we'll start the game. Did any of you catch the first real world spring training game, Dodgers at Padres, or did you catch any of it? It was on ESPN. There are more games today, actually. Multiple games, I believe. And they're free on MLB. Of course, you got to log in. Yesterday, the Orioles lost to the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, you have MLB TV? Yeah, Mike? Do you subscribe? The Orioles lost their third in a row, and it's their first losing streak to speak of, I think. And there's more games today in real world. Oh, you subscribe, yeah. That's a good value. I don't do it anymore because I just don't feel like I have the time to even watch the games to make it worthwhile. And I'm very cheap. This is game 1699 out of 1944. For the Cardinals, leading off, Lou Brock in left. Batting second, Curt Flood in center. Julian Javier batting third at second base. Batting fourth, Joe Torre at first. Mike Shannon batting fifth at third base. Tim McCarver, the catcher, he bats sixth. Byron Brown in right field, batting seventh. Veda Pinson out again. Dal Maxville at short, batting eighth. And the pitcher with 15 wins, Steve Carlton. Oh. For the Pirates, it's Matty Alou leading off in center. Gene Alley at second. Willie Stargell bats third in left field. Roberto Clemente in right, batting fourth. Jose Pagan batting fifth at third. Batting sixth, Manny Sanguillen, he's the catcher. Batting seventh at first, Al Oliver. Batting eighth, Freddie Patek, the shortstop. And batting ninth, left-hander Bob Veal, the pitcher. And he has won 12 games. And we will be back in a few minutes to start this ball game after I sit here and just enjoy this first cup of coffee. I hope you understand. Oh, that is good coffee, yeah. Well, it's a good morning to all of you. This is Jeffrey Guterman in Studio B for the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. And we've got a ball game. I'll tell you, do we have a ball game? So good that I skipped to it. It's the St. Louis Cardinals at the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the Pirates have taken the field. It's Bob Veal on the mound, taking his warm-ups, catching him Sanguian. Oliver at first, Alley at second, Pagan at third, Patek at short, outfield, Stargell left, Mattielou in center, and Clemente in right. It's time to get serious. The Pirates have had a lead of in the neighborhood of 3-4 games all since basically all year. Basically, I can't tell you exactly. And the Cardinals have battled back. They swept the Pirates in their doubleheader, and this is the final game now. It would be the third game of this 3-game series. To 1.5 games behind. Kathy Harden is for the Cardinals. And leading off is Lou Brock, of course. And this will be lefty-lefty. Veal on the mound. He's 112. Oh, that's good coffee. Here, Veal is ready. Here's the windup. Good. And the pitch to Brock. That is a 5-9 left-handed. Grounds it to short X. That will be for Patek. He is a 336. That's 5-3. G3. E36, 11-14. And he throws him out. Brock is thrown out just by about a step. And there's one away. Nice play by Oliver digging that out. Here's Curt Flood. Veal gets the sign from Sanguian. The windup and the pitch. 5-6, right-handed, struck him out. That's 2 down. Two excellent strikeout pitchers, if you will. Here's Julian now. With 2 outs, nobody on, just underway here. Top of the first, Kathy Harden for the Cards. Here's Veal now. The pitch to Javier. That's a 110 left-handed, and that's going to be a base hit, a non-clutch base hit by Julian. Julian on first here with 2 outs, and here's Joe Torre. Pitch from Veal. That's 3-8 left-handed, grounds it back to Veal. He fields it. And he throws it to Oliver, and the side is retired. It's no runs for the Cards on the top of the first. One hit, the single by Javier, left on base after a half. St. Louis nothing, Pittsburgh coming up. Well, here's Carlton now. He's 115. Taking his warm-ups, McCarver behind the plate. Torrey at first, Javier at second, Shannon at third, Maxville at short in the outfield, Brock in left, Flood in center, and Byron Brown in right field. And leading it off for the Pirates is Matty Alou. Pirates have lost 3 in a row. Their lead has dwindled to a game and a half, including being swept by the Cards in the doubleheader. And this is the third game of the 3-game series. Here's Carlton. He's ready. The pitch to Alou. 1-2 left-handed, and he hit him. Not a great start by Steve. He hits Alou. Alou being held 1-13, 1-15. And here's Gene Alley. Alley steps in, right-hander. Here's Steve now from the stretch. The pitch to Alley. 5-4 right-handed, grounds to third X. Shannon 324. Oh, that's a 2-3. That's going to go through for an S2. 6-8-9. E24. Whoa, that's also going to be an error in E1. It's an S2 E1. Jeez. With a E24 9. Whoa. S2 E1. It's a single and an error. By Shannon, and Alou goes to third, and all of a sudden it's second and third, nobody out for Stargell. Big hand for Willie Stargell. So Carlton in trouble early going here. Second and third, infield is back. The pitch from Carlton. That's 2-3. Against the left-hander, it's a fly ball to center. That's going to be deep enough for Alou to tag. Flood makes the catch. And Alou scores. It's a 1-0 ball game. And here's Clemente now. 1 out, Alley on second. Jose Pagan out on deck. Here's Carlton now. The pitch to Clemente. 4-7 right-handed, and that's a base hit. Alley goes to third and holds. It's first and third, one out for Jose Pagan, infield back. Again, still only one out. Here's Carlton. 6-3, right-handed, fly ball left X. This might be another tag. Brock, a 215. Lord. $11-2, it's an F2. E15 for a 10-12. Oh, it's a two-base error. Lovely. Lovely. A two-base error on that 10-12. It's going to be an F2, E2. Alley will score. A two-base error by Lou Brock, and an awful start to the ball game here for the Cardinals. That will be unearned. And Steve having his own problems here. 2-0 Pittsburgh. And here's Manny Sangui in second and third. Still only one out. Here's Carlton now. 3-7 left-handed, grounds it to second. The runners will hold. Nice play by Julian, 2 away. And here's Al Oliver, left-handed hitter, facing Carlton, the left-hander. Here's the pitch. 2-10 left-handed, grounds it back to Carlton. And he throws it over to Torrey, and the side is retired, but 2 runs, one of them unearned, on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on. We've gone 1. It's a 2-0 ball game. Well, it could be worse, right? Could be worse, Kathy Harden. We'll be back in a few minutes for the start of the second inning. It's Jeffrey Guterman here, and I'm mourning. Had a great call from my son yesterday. He loves his work. Kathy Harden for the Cardinals. And he's doing okay. He's doing well, actually. And appreciate Rhodes Scholar with his help, his tutoring, his support in my trying to play super advanced stealing. What could I say? Well, it was my first crack at it, and I lasted for about, 45 minutes, and then I called it a day. We'll go back to it, no doubt about it. I'm going to watch that video, though. I think that the older and slower replay guy has a good system there, because following the text and the logic of that is very hard to do. So I'm going to eventually watch that and study that. He's got a nice card that he set up, with all the contingencies, and I'm going to set my own up, just like his, but tailored for me. It's 2-0 Pirates. We've gone 1. It's Jeffrey Guterman for the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hi, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman here, Studio B in Fort Lauderdale. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here. Bright sun, cool weather for us. And we're heading to the top of the second. Bob Veal on the mound. Shannon will lead it off. Shannon made that very costly error on the base hit. We can call it whatever we want, a throwing error, whatever you want to call that. It's a single and an error. Then the error by Brock. 2 runs came in, it's 2-0. That's where it stands. Shannon in the batter's box. Here's Veal. The wind-up and the pitch. That 6'5" right-handed struck him out. That's the second strikeout for Bob Veal. Now Tim McCarver. This will be lefty-lefty. That's outside for a ball to McCarver. See what we got. I may have to log back into MLB today, unless it's on TV. San Diego at LA again. This is real world. That's a free game at 3:08. And then Arizona at Colorado. Oh boy, that's God. No comment. I will look also on the cable. I have Bally. I don't know if any of you know of Bally. I get some games there. Here's McCarver now. Facing Veal, lefty-lefty. The wind-up by Veal and the pitch to McCarver. That's 5-7, left-handed, grounds it to second X. For Alley, 221. 19-2, that's a G1. Alley, E21, 5-9-10. And he throws him out. So that's 2 away, and Byron Brown is the batter. Byron has some power. Okay, here's Veal now. The pitch to Byron. That's 4-7, right-handed. He walked him. So Brown is on with 2 outs, and here's Dal Maxfield. Pirates won this one in real world 3-2. Looks like a Joe Nosick, non-carded, came into pinch hit for Maxville later in the game. Interesting that they brought him, of all people, in. He was 1 for 5 on the season. This was his second to last year. Okay, Veal from the stretch with Brown on, first 2 down. He gets the sign from Sanguian. The pitch to Maxville. That's 4-4, right-handed, fly ball center X. That's for Flood, 1-4. (12-1). F2, E4, 7-8-9. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs for the Cards here in the top of the second. No hits, and the walk to Brown. Left on base, we're heading to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Bucks. Here's Carlton. Boy, he had an uneasy first inning. He hit Matty Alou to start it off, and then Ali got a base hit with an error. A sacrifice fly, another single to Clemente, and then the 2-base error by Brock. So it was a tough inning all around. Here's Freddie Patek. 2 lead it off. Veal comes out on deck. Steve Carlton now. The windup and the pitch to Patek. That's 5-2, right-handed, grounds to second X. That's for Julian, 226. 10-2. G1, E26. 7-8. And he throws him out, 1 away. Here comes Bob Veal. His first at bat, his first in the ball game. Veal, a switch hitter, a 1 WS. Here's Carlton now. And the pitch to Veal. That's 2-5. He struck him out. That's the first for Steve. 2 down. And here's Matty Alou. Again, hit by a pitch and scored in the first to start off the bottom of the first for the Bucks. The windup and the pitch from Carlton. Oh, Road Scholar, how nice of you. You're the best. 2-6 left-handed. Fly ball left, this should end the inning. Brock under it. And it's a 1-2-3 for Steve. That's a more like it. We've gone 2. It's a 2-0 ball game. Let's see, Nosik, a 200 hitter. Good to have him, though. He is a right-handed hitter. Oh, my God. Look at him against right-handers. Oh, no thank you. We would use him maybe against a left-hander. My assumption is he came in to hit against Veal. So Nosik is available. Thank you, Road Scholar. Gonna get some coffee. We'll get on with this ball game. It's Jeffrey Guterman, Studio B, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Bob Veal takes the mound. He'll face Carlton to start it off. It's 2-0 Pirates. Carlton, the 3NL. Oh, that is good coffee. Wow. Okay, here's Veal now. He's ready. The wind-up. And the pitch to Steve. That is a 4-5 left-handed. Struck him out. And that's the third strikeout for Veal. 1 down. If the Cards can get something going here. Veal gets the sign from Sanguian. And the pitch to Brock. That is a 6-3 left-handed. Grounds it back to Veal. X. He's a 4-6. One 4, that's going to go through. It's a base hit. Let's see if he boots it. E6, 6-12-15, 6-12-15 on an E6. No, it's just a base hit. So Brock is on. 1-15 with Sanguian. And here's Curt Flood now. Okay, Veal now. Brock being held. Here's the pitch to Flood. That is a 4-6 right-handed, and he walked him. So it's first and second with one out. That was a 4-6 right-handed. And that'll bring up Julian, first and second, one out. Cards have a chance here now to make some ground up. They trail 2-0. Here's Veal. Pitch to Julian. 2-9. Left-handed, grounds it to second. The runners will move on. Ali throws him out at first. It's second and third, 2 down. And here comes Torrey in a clutch situation. Looks like he's got a couple clutch opportunities there. Maybe he's a good clutch hitter, huh? Is that what that means? Two outs. Second and third. Here's the pitch from Veal to Torrey. That's 3-6 left-handed, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a base hit. And 2 runs will come in. Oh, a clutch single by Joe Torrey. Brock scores, Flood scores, and Trent Smith has arrived. And that's what you call a big clutch single by Torrey. We were just talking about that, 3-6 left-handed. You convert the out to a single 2 asterisks in that situation. It's exactly what that is. So Torrey on first with 2 outs, and we're all tied up here at 2. Here's Shannon now. Okay, Veal trying to get out of this. The pitch to Shannon. That's 1-6 left-handed, and he walked him. First and second, and another clutch situation, this one from McCarver. He's not a good clutch hitter, according to his card, against left-handers. Here's Veal. And the pitch to McCarver. That's 5-5 left-handed, and he struck him out. So that will retire the side. 4th strikeout for Veal. 2 runs, though, on 3 hits, the 2 walks, and the big clutch 2-out single by Joe Torrey to bring home Brock and Flood in the middle of the 3rd. It's a 2-2 ball game. Okay, Carlton. He retired the Pirates in order in the 2nd, and Gene Alley will lead it off. Okay, Carlton. The pitch to Alley. Well, that's going to be 5-7 right-handed, and he struck him out. That's the 2nd for Steve today. Here's Stargell now. He had a sacrifice fly in the 1st to bring out Lou home after he was hit by a pitch and went to 3rd. Oh, that is good coffee, no doubt about it. Carlton now, the wind-up. Pitch to Stargell. Oh, that's a 5-7 left-handed, struck him out. And that's 3 for Steve. And now Roberto Clemente, who singled, I should say, in the first. Roberto at the plate, 2 outs, nobody on. Carlton, the windup, and the pitch to Clemente. That's 3-5. Struck him out, and he struck out the side. Steve did. And that is the inning. We've gone 3. It's a 2-2 ball game. I'll tell you, it's a tight one here already. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. And this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. It's absolutely lovely here in Fort Lauderdale, where we're situated in Studio B. And a beautiful way to start the morning. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Had quite a day on the market yesterday, folks. How high can it go? God almighty. My Lord. We're heading to the top of the 4th. It's a 2-2 ball game. Bob Veal on the mound. He'll face Brown, Maxfield, and Carlton here in the top of the 4th. Byron Brown steps in. 53 at bats. He did start this game. We don't put these folks in because we follow the real world lineups to the best, and with Road Scholar, that has really become, I don't have to use nameless players, which is always somewhat dubious. Brown facing Veal here, top of the 4th. We're tied at 2. Here's Veal. The windup and the pitch to Brown. That's 1-6 left-handed, struck him out. And that's the 5th for Bob Veal. Both Veal and Carlton, excellent strikeout pitchers, excellent pitchers, period. Here's Dal Maxfield now. He flew to center in the 2nd. Carlton comes out on deck. The windup by Veal and the pitch to Maxfield. 4-6, right-handed, walked him. That's the 4th walk given up by Veal. And the batter is Steve Carlton, who struck out in the third. Fouled back and out of play by Carlton. Okay, Veal from the stretch. 2-7, and he struck him out. That's the 6th for Bob Veal. 2 down with Maxville on first. And here's Lou Brock. 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored in the third. Lefty here. Here's Veal. .311, left-handed, grounds it to first. And Oliver has it, takes it to the bag. And that will retire the side. No runs for the Cards in the top of the 4th, no hits. The walk to Maxville left on base. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th in a 2-2 tie. Here's Steve now. He's retired 8 in order since that he allowed 2 runs, one of them unearned in the first. He has struck out the side in the third. And Jose Pagan to lead it off. Steve gets the sign from McCarver. And the pitch to Pagan. 5-3, right-handed, grounds it back to Steve. He is a .419. .24 G1, E19, 11-13. E19. And he throws him out. So Pagan is retired. Nice play by Steve. And here's Manny Sanguillen. Pitch from Steve. 3-7 left-handed. Chops it to second for Julian. And he throws to Torrey for the second out. That's 10 in a row. Retired by Steve Carlton. And now Al Oliver. With 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 4th, tied up at 2 here. Carlton into his windup, and the pitch to Oliver. That's 2-10. Grounds it back to Steve again. He fields it and throws him out. It's another 1-2-3 inning. That's going to be 11 in a row, retired by Steve Carlton. We've gone 4 innings, and it's a 2-2 tie in a very important ball game here. I'm going to tell you, Cardinals 1.5 games behind the first place Pirates. They swept the doubleheader to start off this series. This is the final series. They'd love to come out with a sweep, a half game out. Pirates on the 12th have a doubleheader at home against the Mets come in. And the Cards will host the Cubs. They will come home, fly home tonight, overnight, and host the Chicago Cubs. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I'm here in Studio B. And we'll be back in a few minutes to continue this ball game. Oh. A 2-2 tie here at Forbes Field. It's September 11 in our 1969 Strat-O-Matic replay. And Veal will come out. He's allowed 2 runs in 4 innings. It'll be the heart of the order, Flood, Julian, and Torrey. And here comes Curt Flood to lead it off. He struck out and walked and scored in the 3rd on Torrey's clutch hit, single. Okay, Veal is ready. Here's the windup. The pitch to Flood. That's 1-4 left-handed, hits it to second. Alley fields it, throws it to Oliver. It's 1 away. Here's Julian. Julian 1 for 2, singled in the 1st, left on. Oh. Veal gets the sign from Sanguian. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Julian. 1-9 left-handed, and that's going to be extra bases. A double for Julian. A 1-out double. And he's 2 for 3 now. Julian in scoring position with the go-ahead run and 1 out in the top of the 5th. Here's Joe Torre, 1 for 2. Again, he knocked in 2 in the 3rd. Here's Veal now, trying to settle down. Pitch to Torre. That's 3-11 left-handed, and that's going to be a liner to short, caught by Patek. Nice catch by Freddie Patek there. And it's 2 away. Julian holds, and here's a clutch situation for Mike Shannon. Shannon struck out and walked. Joey boy. Ha ha ha. It was well hit, Mike. But just right at near Patek. Okay, here's Shannon, clutch situation. Pitch from Veal. And that is a 6-4 right-handed, grounded to 3rd. For Jose Pagan, oh boy, he's a 421 out there. $15-4. It's a G2. Let's see if he can handle it. Jose trying to come up with that. 21. That's 5-8-10. And he does. He throws him out. You know, I need to, Jesus Christ, I need to just see something here. He is out, but I just need to check something. See if I can get a super advanced fielding chart. Strat-O-Matic. Here we go. See if anybody's got some real... See if they got that... I need one of those online because some of my numbers are fading. Some of my numbers are fading, I gotta tell you that. They're literally fading away. I just want to check something here. No, this is not big enough. If anyone would be kind enough to send me a high-resolution JPEG of let me tell you which one. If anyone wants to, you could send it to me by email. Yeah, the only one that's fading is the this side. If anyone wants to send it to me, I sure would be grateful. This one for the infield, just the infield side. Just the infield side, because I'm fading here on the fold, and it's becoming way too risky. And if any of you just want to send me the error section for third base, it sure would be appreciated. Anyway, for Shannon, he does end up grounding out to Jose Pagan, and the side is retired. No runs, one hit, the double by Julian left on. We're heading to the bottom of the fifth. Yeah, Mike Terranova, he has been so tough, Steve Carlton. I'll tell you what I could do. I could switch to advanced. I could switch to advanced. All I need, folks, is this right here. If anyone has can send me take a picture of it, high resolution, and just send me this right here, the third base in particular, just the third base. Oh, Mike Terranova, you're a godsend. You are a godsend, and God bless you. That way we'll save that, and I'll put that in my SOM files, and we'll be okay. We're heading to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Steve now. It's been unhittable since the first. He did allow 2 runs, one of them unearned, but he's retired 11 in order. Here's Freddie Patek. We're all tied at 2. Thank you, Mike Terranova. I just need that one section, Mike. Here's Steve now. The wind-up and the pitch to Patek. That's 5-6 right-handed. Struck him out. Number 5 for Steve. And here comes Bob Veal. Okay, Carlton facing Veal. Veal switch hitter batting right against Steve. Here's the pitch. That's 5-10. Right-handed. Struck him out. Number 6. And Matty Alou. Now, Alou's tough to strike out. He had 35 and 698 at bats with over 700 plate appearances. Two outs, nobody on, bottom of the fifth here. Steve into his windup, and the pitch to Alou. 5-5, left-handed, walked him. So Alou is on. He's a 1-2-13, 1-2-15 being held with 2 outs and Gene Alley up to the plate. Okay, Steve now from the stretch. The pitch to Alley. There goes Alou. Oh, and he's safe. Alou steals second with 2 outs. And now it's a clutch situation for Gene Alley. Doesn't come into play for him, though, against the left-hander. 2 outs, Alou on second. Oh, right, Mike Terranova. Let's go take a gander at that. Aren't you something? There it is. Oh, Lord, that's pretty. Yeah, you have a beautiful. I see you have yours laminated. You are just too. Uh, too good. Jeez. Let me save that right now. There it is. Let me put it in my SOM. There. Beautiful. Now we can always look. And the resolution is great. Boy, that resolution is good. Those are all 18s on the folds, just about. But it's good to have just to be sure. We're going to put that in our Strat-O-Matic file, our plain Strat-O-Matic file. Thank you, Mike Terranova. Thank you so much, Mike. No, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Here's Gene Alley, 2 outs and a Lou in scoring position. That'll solve my problem. Here's Steve now, from the stretch, trying to get out of this. The pitch to Alley. 310. Oh, it's a ballpark. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not. It's against the left-hander. I'm so sorry. Grounded back to Steve. He fields it and throws it to Torrey, and the side is retired. Wow. No runs, no hits. The walk by Alou with 2 outs, stole second, left on. We've gone 5. Thank you, Mike. It's a 2-2 ball game. Lord, it's a good game. And we'll be back in just a few minutes to continue. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I'm here in Studio B in beautiful Victoria Park, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And it's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous day here. An absolutely gorgeous day. I'm going to get a little coffee and we'll be ready to go back to this ball game in just a minute or two. Stand by, please. I'm going to turn off the music so you can hear nature for a minute or two, and the traffic. I'm gonna get a little more coffee here. This is the last bit. Lord. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. Well, you know, there's an upside and a downside, Mike. You've got the greater New York area. So, you know, but yeah, this is the time of year when it's so gorgeous here. And it's actually not even warm, Mike. It's sort of, I don't know what you would call it. It's not cool. It's not cold. It's a supple breeze with the sun shining. It's about as perfect as you can be for a day. Oh, that is good coffee, no doubt about it. No doubt about that. Just give me a minute here. Oh, that is good coffee, please. And I thank you. Let's get going. Indeed, Kathy Harden. That is, I mean, you got so much here in that area of the country. Culture, really, the culture is awesome. Oh, let's get back to this ball game here. It's all tied up 2-2. There's a tension in the air here at Forbes Field, if you will. Cardinals swept the Pirates in the doubleheader of this series, and now it's the final game of the series. No, Mike, I don't believe we have print telephone books. I remember in the 80s, as far back as the 80s, they would just leave them, the real yellow pages, you know? But I do not believe, I don't know for certain, you know, and the world has changed, Mike. You still have print telephone books in New York? You know, I remember when the internet came about, the earliest days, like 95, 96, when the web emerged. Oh, okay. I remember one day I wanted to make reservations at a restaurant, and I decided to look it up online, the phone number, and I realized at that moment that the world had changed. That, well, it's a long story, and for better and or worse in my life, I became pretty obsessed with the internet. Here's Bob Veal now. In the top of the sixth. McCarver leads it off, he's 0 for 2. I know they have things like yellow pages, they call it that, white pages online. And you'd be surprised what sort of personal information of yours is there if you Google it. Okay, Veal is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to McCarver to start off the top of the 6th. That's 5-7 left-handed, grounds to second X. That's for Allie. 221. And again, we only use Mike's copy of the advanced if I hit third base and hit that fold where it's knocked out. That's going to be Allie. Oh, that's a 1-2. It's a base hits. 6-9, 10-11. He is an E21 on an 11. It is going to be a leadoff single by McCarver. It got past Allie. He couldn't get it. I remember how big those New York. I remember like being in a hotel in New York in the 80s, and they have a white pages so big. They'd have one for each borough. Yeah, they threw them in a plastic bag in front of your home or apartment. Exactly. Exactly. So McCarver is on, and here's Byron Brown. McCarver, the go-ahead run. Okay, Veal from the stretch. The pitch to Brown. That's 2-3, left-handed, walked him. It's first and second with nobody out. And here's Dal Maxfield. Okay, Veal now. Facing Maxfield, first and second. He flew to center and walked. Here's the pitch to Maxfield. He's not bunting. 1-6 left-handed, walked him. So that'll load him up. Whoa, Veal. His first endurance inning is next inning. It was a 1-6 left-handed. And that'll bring up Carlton. Here with bases loaded, nobody out. Infield is back. I guess they'll concede the go-ahead run here. Here's Veal now. And the pitch to Steve. That is 4-8. Left-handed. Oh, that's a drive hit out by Steve. Oh my, into right field. That's going to score at least 2. It's a double by Steve Carlton. McCarver scores, Brown scores, Maxfield a third. 1-14. This was to right. That's Clemente. He'll hold. And the manager coming out to have a talk with Veal. To see if he can settle down. Let's look at that again. It was off Veal's card. A 4-8 left-handed double, clean. Bringing home 2. And you talk about pitcher hitting. That was big. And that makes it a 4-2 ball game. And there's action in the Pirates bullpen. Here's Lou Brock now. Still nobody out. Okay, Brock. Second and third, nobody out. Veal. They're keeping him in. The pitch to Brock. That's 2-8, left-handed, fly ball left. That's going to be deep enough for Maxville. Stargell makes the catch, and Maxville comes home. That's 3 runs. Three big runs here for the Cards. That was a 2-8 left-handed. Veal, Kathy notes, veal sliced, diced, and sauteed. Oh, you're making me hungry. Kathy Horton making me very, very hungry. It's 1 out now, Carlton on second. Here's Flood, 0 for 2, walked and scored. Veal. 6-8 right-handed base hit. Carlton scores, and that's it for Veal. Look at that again. It was a 6-8 right off his card against the right-hander, single 2 asteroids. And he continued to be sliced, diced, and sauteed on a 1-out single. 4 runs, and that's it. He pitched 5 1/3. He's the loser now. That's 6 hits. He walked 6 today. Had trouble finding the strike zone. He struck out 6, and he has allowed 6 runs, and he's responsible for Flood on first. Let's see who's coming in here. And I got to tell you, this Pittsburgh, we're going to look at Road Scholar, what he's got for me, because this Pirates team, I don't think I have anybody. I don't think he sent me anybody. That's okay. We'll deal with it. I have Kolb, but he is carded and he's a hitter. And, well, I could use any pitcher, any non-carded pitcher. We have Brousseau, but he had a 10-point ERA. I don't know who I want, Road Scholar, because I just don't see, I don't know what the roster is. And this bullpen is so tired. If I look ahead, I'm looking at some of their pitchers, and I don't see game after game here. I don't see anybody. And I know that's not easy for you, so don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Mike Terranova, don't worry about it. We're just going to bring somebody in here to face Julian with Flood on first and 1 out. Doc Ellis would be a candidate. God. Well, we'll just bring Marone in. We'll just bring Hardenstein in again. He can go 2 days in a row. He's a right-hander. So Hardenstein, right-hander, comes in to relieve Veal. 4 big runs for the Cardinals, and boy, everything is going the Cardinals' way. They've won 3 in a row. They swept the Pirates, and they're about on the verge, with Steve Carlton on the mound, of coming within 1/2 game of the Pirates. Hartenstein is ready. And here's Julian. Let's not forget, these are the returning National League champions. Back-to-back champs. Won it all in '67. Here's Julian now. Hartenstein is ready. The wind-up and the pitch to Julian. That's 1-6 right-handed, and there is a base hit. Oh, it just keeps happening. Flood goes to third and holds. It's the best race, only race, except for the NL West, folks, where the Atlanta Braves have a 5-game lead over the San Francisco Giants. Actually, it's a 4-game lead, I'm sorry. That's a pretty close race. First and third, still only 1 out. Joe Torre now. Here's Hartenstein. Whoops. Here's Hartenstein. That's 4-10 right-handed. Ballpark. It's in Pittsburgh. Right-handed hitter. That's 1-8. It goes through for a base hit. What an inning here for the Cardinals. Flood scores 5 runs this inning. All charged. That's the 3rd run batted in for Torre. All charged to Veal. Veal was sliced, diced, and sauteed today. He came in raw. He ended up sliced, diced, and sauteed. A breakout inning here for the Cardinals. 5 runs off Veal. First and second, still only 1 out. And here's Mike Shannon. Hartenstein now. The pitch to Shannon. 112. Right-handed, lines to third, and Torre is off the bag. Or we'll call that Javier off the bag. Doesn't matter, folks. It's a double play. A line out 112 right-handed Max, and the side is finally retired. 5 runs for the Cardinals. 5 hits, 2 walks, 1 left. Middle of the 6th, 7-2 Pittsburgh, and it's all fine by me. I just want a good race here. It's going to be Steve Carlton coming out and trying to hold the lead here. Shouldn't be too big a deal. Look at him since the first. Folks, I'm going to make some new coffee. Taking it nice and leisurely here. Trying to savor this ball game because this is about as good as it gets as far as the races go. Looking at the schedule, though, as far as the Giants and the Braves, they have already played today. Okay, so that's done. Giants beat the Braves to move within 4, so that's freaking done. And the rest of this date will be snoozers. I mean, you know, it's nice to see the Mets, the Astros, the Cubs, all are not mathematically eliminated. Let me make coffee. We'll continue this ball game. 7-2 Cardinals. Coffee brewing. It'll be Stargell Clemente and Jose Pagan in the bottom of the 6th, facing Carlton. It's 7-2 St. Louis. I'm going to sneak a cup, and as soon as it's feasible, and we'll continue with this ball game. Let me sneak one, folks. cup to sleep. That's not smart. I'm gonna need coffee filters. Jeffrey Guterman here, and I'm so glad to have you all here. Welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We're doing our 1969 replay. It's a 7-2 ball game here, and Carlton on the mound. He's been so tough. And it'll be Stargell leading it off. He had a sacrifice fly in the first, struck out in the third. And here's Carlton now. The windup and the pitch to Stargell. 2-7, struck him out. That's the second time Stargell has struck out, and that's the 7th strikeout for Steve Carlton. 1 down. Here's Clemente now. Pirates on the verge of losing their 4th game in a row. Clemente 1 for 2. Here's Carlton. That's 3-3, left-handed, walked him. Clemente on first with 1 out. For Jose Pagan. Jose 0 for 2, reached on the 2-base error by Brock, which brought in a run. The pitch to Pagan. That's 6-9, right-handed, grounds it to short X. This could be 2. Maxville, 227. That's good. That's a 6-2. G2 pound. No one being held. No one in. 3-6-7. E27. And he throws him out at G3 with a runner on first. Clemente goes to second. 2 down. And here's Manny Sanguillen. Sanguillen 0 for 2. The pitch from Carlton. That's 6-6, right-handed, struck him out. The 8th strikeout for Carlton, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The walk to Clemente, that was Steve's 2nd walk of the ball game. He has struck out 8 after 6. It's a 7-2 ball game. Here's Hartenstein. He pitched 2/3 of an inning on the double play ball. And Tim McCarver to lead it off. Mike Terranova has sent an email. Now, Mike Terranova. Now, Mike, the problem with this, I see you sent me some players. Yeah, these are very hard to, unless it's labeled as Pittsburgh. I see you did send me some. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to just send an email to myself labeling it. I don't want to cause you the trouble. Bo Belinsky, thank you, sir. I could always go with Gene Garber. He, so I'm going to, I don't want to bother you. I always ask that these be labeled with the team name. But thank you, sir. I'm going to just send this email here to myself. There's Marty Martinez. Jim Schellenbach. Thank you, sir. Oh, shit, I forgot to put Pittsburgh. I'll take care of this later. Thank you. Thank you, sir. See, I put them in a special tag. I tag it in my Gmail under Strat-O-Matic cards, Mike, and if it doesn't include in the subject heading the name of the player, or at least the name of the Pittsburgh, the team, Pittsburgh, then it's almost impossible for me to retrieve. I hope you understand. Not that I'm not appreciative, but I can fix that. Okay, here's Hartenstein facing McCarver to start off the top of the seventh. Here's Hartenstein, and it's good to have, though, for this game especially, because I can easily get it now. Here's the pitch from Hartenstein. That's going to be 6-4 left-handed, grounds it to short, X. Patek 336. .336, 2-3, that'll go through. That's going to be an S2 single with an E36, 6-8-11. And that'll be a leadoff single by McCarver, his second of the ball game. It's not only that the team name isn't on the card, it's not that. It's that in my system of retrieving, and let me show you what I'm talking about. I have a tag in Gmail, okay? You see, and as you can see, when Road Scholar sends them to me, he's kind enough to always put the team city, and then I can retrieve it, you see? But I can do that with yours during the break. So McCarver is on with the leadoff single, and here's Byron Brown. Byron walked twice and struck out. And we will bring in one of those people, Mike. They don't have, no one is sufficiently rested to come in for Hartenstein after a pinch hitter. Here's the pitch to Brown. That's 2-8 right-handed. And that's a drive hit out into the gap in left field. Stargell running. Oh, what a catch by Willie Stargell. Oh, I wouldn't have expected that. It was deep. And that'll be a long out. 2-8 right-handed. 1-1 to 12 for Byron. It was a 14. Here's Maxville now. McCarver on first, one out. Maxville has walked twice, flew to center, scored a run. Here's the pitch from Hartenstein. That is 6-7, right-handed, grounds to second, X. Gene Alley, 221. This could be 2. 221. Alley, 5-2. G3 pound. No one being held or in. Alley, E21, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be a G3 with a runner on first. He'll advance, McCarver, as Alley throws Maxville out. And here's Steve Carlton. Carlton, 1 for 3, had the huge double that brought in 2 runs in the 6th and struck out twice. Here's Hartenstein. This is his last batter that he'll face if he retires, Carlton. Here's the pitch. That's 6-8, left-handed, grounds to second for Alley, and the side is retired. So that'll be it for Chuck Hartenstein. In the 7th, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. It's 7-2 Cardinals. Hartenstein ends up pitching 1 2/3. There'll be a hitter this inning. And therefore, I'm going to go look here on what Strat-Roller has sent me. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Let me put that back in the inbox. There we go. Let's see who he's got for me. Marty Martinez. Lord, look at those home runs. Oh my God. Is Schellenbach. Marone is carded. I didn't know. I thought Schellenbach was on another team. Let me check on that. I thought he was on Washington. Was he traded? Yes, he was. He was traded to the Senators. My God, he was traded to the Senators. We don't know which team he was on, so therefore what we're going to do is we're going to go with somebody we got here in that's carded already. Not much you can do about that. We'll go with Dal Canton again. He pitched last game. Pirates have really had troubles. There's going to be a hitter. He'll be the next pitcher, Dal Canton. Boy, those are a lot of home runs. Jeez. Here's Al Oliver to lead it off. It'll be Oliver, Patek, and a pinch hitter. Carlton on the mound. Okay, here's Steve, bottom of the 7th. Pirates down by 5. They're an explosive team, though. Don't count them out. Here's the pitch to Oliver. That would be tough against Carlton, though. 1-9 left-handed, grounds it to short for Maxville. 1 down. And here's Patek. Boy, that is something. Those home runs, my God. Must have pitched a third of an inning and allowed 2 home runs, something like that. Here's Patek now at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's 6-7 right-handed. Flies to right. For Brown, 2 outs. And an obligatory pinch hitter for Hartenstein. See if we can get at least a home run here with 2 outs. But I don't think they even have a home run hitter. We'll bring in Karl Taylor. Yes, we will. He did have 221 at-bats, and he's been in the lineup at times. Even though he did hit 348, that's pretty outrageous. 2 outs, nobody on. Karl Taylor at the plate. You can't say that we're not trying for the Pirates. Carlton into his windup, and the pitch to Taylor. That is a 6-10 right-handed. Grounds it to short X. That's for Maxville. 227. That's 12-2. G1, E27. 5-9-13. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. We're going to the 8th. It's 7-2 Cardinals. The fans are starting to boo. Bruce Dalcanton is the new pitcher, and it'll be the top of the order for St. Louis. St. Louis on the verge here with Carlton in the late innings of coming within 1/2 game of the St. Louis Cardinals. Okay, Dalcanton is ready. Top of the order, Lou Brock, 1 for 3, singled, scored, and had a sacrifice fly. Here's Dalcanton now. And the pitch to Brock. 6-10 left-handed, fly ball right for Clemente. And that's 1 down. Here's Kurt Flood, 1 for 3 and a walk, scored twice, knocked in a run. Julian on deck. Dalcanton into his windup. The pitch to Flood. That's 4-10 right-handed. Struck him out. 2 down. And here's Julian. Julian 3 for 4 today. Torrey on deck. The pitch from Dalcanton. 1-8 right-handed. Hit well by Julian. Into the gap for a double. His second double of the game, and he's 3 for 4. This Cardinal team, everything is coming up roses for the Cards. Julian, 3 for 4. I'm sorry, 4 for 5, I'm so sorry. So it's Julian on second with 2 outs. Torrey the batter. Torrey 2 for 4. Dalcanton from the stretch. That's 5-4 right-handed. Catcher X. Sanguillen 4-8. That's 6-4. That's a P/P, E8. 5, 6, 7, 11 on an E8. It's going to be a clean P/P. With runners on base, it gets past Sanguillen. A pass ball, and Julian goes to third. Lord. With Torrey still at the plate. Here's Torrey now. Clutch situation. Torrey 2 for 4. Here's the pitch from Dalcanton. That's 3-4 right-handed, and it's hit back to Dalcanton, who throws to Oliver for the third out of the inning. So the side is retired, no runs, the double by Julian, who is amazing, 4 for 5 today. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Steve Carlton has it in his hands. He'll face the top of the order, Alou, Ali, and then Stargell. He's been unhittable since the first inning, literally. Okay, Steve is ready. Here's the pitch to Alou. That's 4-6 left-handed. There's a base hit. So Alou is on. Being held 1-15. We're not going to send him. Not down by 5. It's a 2-hitter. Absolutely. Absolutely, Mike. It is a 2-hitter, not a shutout, though. One of them was unearned, if you will. And I'm not even sure if that run is unearned, but it doesn't matter. So Alou on first with nobody out. Here's Gene Alley. Now it's a 3-hitter. Here's Carlton. The pitch to Alley. That's 6-8 right-handed. Grounds to third. This could be 2. Shannon to Julian and over to Torrey for a double play. And the fans are starting to leave. The fans are starting to boo. It was a 6-8 right-handed. Actually, they aren't starting. They've been booing. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Stargell now. 0 for 2, a sacrifice fly. Big double play. Here's Steve. And the pitch to Stargell. That's 3-6 left-handed. Struck him out. And that's the 9th strikeout for Steve Carlton today. Did you all know that this was the year in real world when Steve had 19 strikeouts, if I'm not mistaken, in a game? I could be wrong. Side retired, no runs, 1 hit, none left after the double play. We're heading to the 9th. It will be Dalcanton on the mound for Pittsburgh. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it will be Clemente, Pagan, and Sanguillen, with the Pirates down by 5. You can note that the Pirates do lead the Cardinals by 2 games in the loss column, but it's 1.5 game lead overall. The win here by St. Louis would make it a 1.5 game lead, and 1 game lead by St. Louis in the loss column. Let me get some coffee. We'll move ahead here to the 9th. be my last cup of coffee for the day. I'm just not getting into the afternoon coffee. Okay, Del Canton will face Shannon to start it off. Here we go now. Del Canton into his windup, and the pitch to Shannon. That's 2-5 right-handed. Base hit Shannon. His first hit of the game. A non-clutch single. Shannon on first. Here's McCarver now. Isn't that a shame? Shannon and McCarver are deceased. They died within the past year. You go look at this. Torrey is still with us. I don't know about Julian. Flood is gone. Brock is gone. You know, unbelievable. I try to accept that. Everyone, you know, Jim Morrison said, no one gets out of here alive. Here's McCarver now with Shannon on first, no outs. Del Canton from the stretch. 1-7 right-handed, and that is a fly to center. Running for it is Matty Alou, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Now Byron Brown. Pirates won this one in real world 3-2. Okay, Del Canton. The pitch to Brown. That's 5-7 right-handed, struck him out. And now Dal Maxfield for 2, walked twice, scored a run. Oh. Here's Del Canton. Pitch to Maxfield. That's 5-8 right-handed. Base hit up the middle for Maxfield. Shannon goes to second and holds. 1-15. Actually 1-17. They'll let him go. They let him go. So it's first and third. That's always a tough play on solitaire, but we would be going, if we're on offense, and we're going to let him go on defense to block, keep Maxfield at first. First and third, 2 outs. Here's Carlton now. 1 for 4, the big double. The big double that put the... actually, that was the double. That was the game winner. So great game for Carlton today. Here's Del Canton. That's 5-6. Left-handed, walked him. When did he come in? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's reached fatigue. Oh, he's reached fatigue, but they're going to let him see if he can just get out of this, really. He has reached fatigue in his 5, 6, 7. Oh, actually, it's his second inning. I am so sorry, people. Bases full, 2 outs for Brock. The pitch from Del Canton. 6-5 left-handed, grounds to short X. That will be for Patek, 336. And Mike Terranova notes it was September 15 when he did that. I think, I could be wrong, Seaver tied that record. Did I roll for this? Let me just see if I rolled for this. I'm looking at this on a replay right now. It was a 6-5. Yeah, no, we didn't. This is a 6-5 2 out, ground ball to Patek. X. And that's going to be a 14-3. That doesn't smell right. No, it's a G2. Patek E36, 6, 10, 15. Oh, he boots it. Oh, a G2 E1. And Shannon comes home. How fitting for the Pirates, who they're just in trouble. That's unearned for sure. And it's now 8-2. A 2-out error by Freddie Patek with the bases loaded. And here's Kurt Flood. You talk about insult to injury. Pirates, every team, every dog has their day. Every dog has a losing streak. I doubt there was ever a team that didn't lose 3 in a row. This will be 4 in a row for the first place Pirates. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and Flood at the plate. Oh, none of that went through. That's a re-roll. Oh, 65-year-old man picking up dice off the floor. You got to have a sense of humor, folks. Here, let's try it again. Dal Canton. The pitch to Flood. 6-7, right-handed, grounds to second X. For Alley. Alley, 221. 5-2. G3. E21. 6-10, 14. And he throws him out. Oh, as we hold our breath, the side is retired. Another run, though, this one unearned. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth, folks. Thank you for staying with us. It is an 8-2 ball game, but I'll tell you, it's a long shot, but the Pirates are going to try it here. Clemente, Pagan, and Sanguillen down by 6. Here's Clemente, 1 for 2 and a walk. Steve into his windup. The pitch to Clemente. That is a 4-8 right-handed, walked him. And by the way, this is Steve's second endurance inning. He's fresh after his first endurance inning, the 8th. Clemente is on. Here's Jose Pagan. No one warming in the bullpen. Carlton from the stretch, and the pitch to Pagan. That is 1-4, left-handed, fly ball left field. Brock under it, 1 out. And here's Sanguillen. And Mike Terranova notes that on April 22, 1970, a 2-hitter against the Padres for a 2-1 win, he fanned 19 of the 31 batters he faced. Holy cow, including the last 10 in a row. Holy cow, Mike, that's amazing. Okay, here's Manny Sanguillen. Carlton and the pitch. That is 3-7 left-handed. That's the ball game. Grounds to second. Javier steps on the bag and throws it to first. The Cardinals win it. Again, it was a 3-7 left-handed. The final score, St. Louis 8 and the Pittsburgh Pirates 2. A big win for the St. Louis Cardinals. Back in a minute with the brief wrap-up. Thank you, Bill Ivamy. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Thank you, Mag Terranova, and everybody else who's been here. It was not a bad game. It was En-ROAD Scholar, of course. Which stolen base video? I don't know which stolen base video, Bill Ivamy, you're referring to. But it could just be me. 6, 9, 12. Oh, I forgot to put the errors in. Oh, last night. Huh. I don't remember. Oh, yes, Bill Ivamy. You're talking about the whole super advanced stolen. Yeah, that's going to be a tough nut to crack. Last evening after that happened, Seaver struck out a high for 69. Let me see what he's saying here, what Mike is saying. Oh, 14. Okay. Well, so that's the ball game, folks. Final line. St. Louis 8 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. Pittsburgh 2 runs, 3 hits allowed by Carlton, 1 error. And the Cardinals are now within 1/2 game of first place. Our next game, and I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, is a real snoozer. Let me see. It'll be the Minnesota at Chicago. They can clinch. Minnesota can clinch. Thank you. Likewise. Likewise, Mike. And by the way, to let you all know, I felt frustrated last evening after that attempt by me to learn the stolen base, advanced stolen. I may revisit it today, but I just told myself, Jeff, chill. God, that's ridiculous. Don't be upset by it. Don't be, you'll get it. But it is really tough. I'm going to look at that video that I have from the replay guy and watch that. And I'm determined to learn it. But again, our next game on the schedule, Minnesota at Chicago. At least this is important insofar as it'll be Boswell on the mound trying to clinch it for Minnesota with Horland. I believe it's close to a clinch. Horland for Chicago. Look at that, Jim Holt pinch hit. I remember Holt in the 70s, and this was his second year in the bigs. He went 5 for 14 as a pinch hitter. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well, and I'll catch you all next time. This has been a broadcast of the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network.